In the context of the truth, I want to tell a story real quick about my mother, who I love dearly. So, Mom, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, this is going to be funny. So strap in. I'm not going to talk badly about you. I never talk badly about you because I love you. But I'm going to open up with a story that recently happened about my mother. So I was talking with my mom. My mom has run several businesses throughout her career. She's a physical therapist, got her doctorate degree. She's very smart. She's run a consulting business. She's run a seminar company. She's run an independent physical therapy practice now. She's tried to open a bunch of things related to the special needs community before. She's awesome. She's a rock star. She's really, really well versed in all this sort of thing. So my mom, in one of my previous offers in terms of helping people get businesses off the ground, I let her into my school community because I wanted my mom to have the knowledge that I had gotten from all the people that I've paid tens of thousands of dollars to get my coaching from. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to charge my mom, so I'll let my mom in for free, and hopefully she can get some value out of the things that I've had in there to help her build this new venture that she's going to do, which is her independent physical therapy practice. Movement Matters Physical Therapy, by the way. Kristen M. Lacrosse on Facebook, on Instagram. Check her out, please. If you're in the Northeast Ohio area and you would like to talk with her, go to my mom. She's the best. She has experimented on me, and she has inflicted a lot of pain on me over the years, so you do not have to. So you're welcome, and I will take a 7% referral fee from my mother when she sees this. Now, on to the more important thing. So I remember there was a specific instance with a guy who I love, one of my clients inside of this. He actually re-upped for me for the rest of the year, which is great. So shout out to this client. When you listen to this, I know that you probably will listen to this, so shout out to you. And so he recently re-upped for me for the year. He's one of, if not my favorite clients I've ever worked with in my entire life. He's awesome. He's crushing it, does all the things that I tell him to do in a way that is beneficial to him. I think he's got a killer offer. He's got a killer business. He's going to make a lot of money if he puts himself in that domain. However, that being said, I'm also very demanding with my clients, and I'm hard on my clients in some ways because I think that's what a coach should do. A coach needs to be hard on people, not mean to people. They need to be hard on people. They need to coach people hard because my coach, who just won a high school football state championship in Ohio, which is a very hard thing to do, and one of the best football states in the country, he made practices for us so hard, and I think all good coaches do this. They make practice so hard for their players that when they get into a game type scenario, nothing phases them. Nothing phases them. Douse the ball in water. They crank up music really loud. They yell at you. They scream at you. They make you run, do all these type of things so that when you're in the game and adversity hits, you're not even phased at this point. It's almost like going into the military. When they take you through boot camp, it's like, wow, okay, nothing's going to phase me now. I've gone through something really, really hard. And so I remember, this person who I'm discussing, one of my clients, he threw something inside of my school community I had at the time that was, shall I say, not up to par for what I was expecting to him. And I responded very curtly and said, dude, this is not good. You need to come back and give me something better than this because this is not good. And my mom screenshots this, and she texts me the next day and says this long paragraph about, Sam, you need to be nicer to this person. You need to, why did you say this to this person? And I said, to give him a reality check because he needed it. And I want him to get better. My job is not to be nice. My job is to be a coach and do my job. And lo and behold, he's my best client. This is not a told you so to my mom, but it was the check that we needed to have with each other from client to coach persona. Again, all that stuff is down below, calendly.com/realsamlax if you're interested. But these type of reality checks are needed. And so I think the hard reality, going off the point that we just made about truth, and the ultimate question you need to ask yourself when you are getting into a conflict with someone, when you think someone is being quote unquote mean to you, the question you need to ask yourself is a very brutal one, but it's a very necessary one. Are they being mean or do I suck? If you are a top performing, high earning man in a corporate job, I have a free gift for you, the Value Economist Handbook. In this book, you'll find a bulletproof, crystal clear, and step-by-step roadmap to build your values, systematize them into an unbeatable portfolio, and leverage them to create an unshakable identity that leads to fulfillment, meaning, and purpose. So, if you want a free copy, go down to the description below, fill out your information, and we'll send one over to you right away. Now, let's get back to today's video. Are they being mean to you, or do you suck? Because more than likely, it's the latter. It's a you problem. It's not a them problem. It's a you problem. Now, this is a tough pill to swallow. And the data never lies, particularly when it comes to your own improvement. So if you have a lot of, I use this example all the time. Mark Manson said this once, and I've never forgotten it. If you are a man and you have been rejected by 100 women and you have no success dating, you can have two options. One of them is rational, one of them is irrational. You can point your finger at all 100 of those women and say all of these nasty things that men say about women, whether it's you're this, you're that, you're modern women this, oh, I'm so much worth it, I'm a king, this, that, whatever. Or you can say, it's probably me. Probably need to not be a fat ass. I probably need to get better in conversating with people, with women especially. I need to improve my image. I need to improve the way that I talk to people. I need to improve my emotional intelligence. I need to heal. I need to go seek out something to get rid of my trauma, whatever it might be. You need to improve yourself because your results are a direct correlation with how you present yourself and how you improve yourself. Your improvement is going to be the greatest asset to your future resources, to your future life, to your future dating potential. It is all on you. And this brings me to a point where when it comes to getting better, you need to be able to take your emotions out of it. And so even though they may not be saying nice things to you, more often than not, it doesn't matter nearly as much as you becoming the person that you need to be. Terrence Fletcher in the movie Whiplash has one of my favorite quotes in a movie ever. And by the way, Terrence Fletcher in that movie is a monster. I'm not trying to affirm Terrence Fletcher at all in terms of, what he needs to do and everything like that and how he should have been to poor Miles Teller's character. I forget what his name is at this point, but Terrence Fletcher's name I'll remember forever, where it's at the end of the movie. I won't spoil it, but it's at the end of the movie where he is talking in a bar with Miles Teller after they have this big falling out. And Miles Teller is this very, very talented drummer at this music school. And Terrence Fletcher, played by J.K. Simmons, who was brilliant in that job. I believe he won the Academy Award, or he should have won the Academy Award for that. Damien Chazelle directed it. It's a fantastic film. And he was incredibly emotionally abusive to all of his students. He got great results from his students, but he just pushed his students beyond their capabilities, beyond their limits. And he had one student commit suicide because of it. Like, it was a big thing. And so he gets in this big falling out. And so they're talking afterwards. And Miles Teller asks him, hey, what is it worth it? Was it worth it? Like, what if someone does do something drastic like that? Like, wouldn't you feel guilty? Wouldn't you feel this? Wouldn't you feel that? And J.K. Simmons kind of looks at him and he says, there are no two words in the English language more dangerous than good job. And I heard that line and I said, whoa. First of all, don't believe that's all true. But the point is, if you just affirm yourself with no desire to get better, without acknowledging that you might be weaker than you probably believe that you are, that you might be less effective at doing what you need to do than you are, you're never going to get the results that you want. You're never going to be great at anything. You're never going to be good at anything. You're never going to have the results you want in life if you cannot nut up and be honest about how you are progressing in your own life. You will never be that way ever with somebody, with yourself, with other people. You will never have that happen for you. You will stagnate. You will stop growing. You will stop becoming the person you need to be for the life that you want to have. You will stop being that person. And I don't want that to happen to anyone watching this video, but you need to know, you need to understand that if you are not honest with yourself, if you do not look yourself in the mirror and slap yourself across the face and say, what am I doing? Then you will never improve. And you don't deserve the life that you want, by the way. That's a hard truth to swallow. If you cannot come to terms with what you need to do to get better, you deserve to have a bad life. You deserve to have bad results because you are so entitled that you do not want to take the steps to improve yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever. And you think that everyone should cater to you? No. That's not how that works. Not how it works, Home Slice. You have to do the work. There is nothing around the work. There is nothing around it. The truth will set you free. And the truth is sometimes really hard to swallow.